Hey, what's up guys? Pat Kern here, head coach and founder of the Kaizen Tribe. I've helped hundreds of men completely transform their bodies, shedding fat, building a solid V-shaped physique, and getting strong AF. Now, the majority of men that come to me are stuck in the same routine. They're working hard, but they're not seeing the results that they deserve. And a big reason for this is that they're often running a push-pull-legs training split. Now, I'm not here to bash any one method of training for the sake of it, but I do want to give you guys the truth. So in today's video, I'm going to break down why push-pull legs is not the best way to train, especially if you're a natural lifter and you haven't yet reached your full potential. So in this video, we're going to cover why in most cases a push-pull legs isn't even a program, how and why it limits your muscle growth, especially for natural lifters, why you might not even be strong enough yet to benefit from this split, and how it messes with your exercise intensity and recovery. And most importantly, we're going to look at what you can do instead to maximize your results. So why should you care about this? Because chances are, if you're watching this, you're a man that wants more from your training, you're showing up to the gym, you're putting in the work, but you're frustrated at the gains that you're not seeing. Maybe your arms aren't growing, maybe your chest is flat, or your strength is just leveled out. If you're running a push-pull leg split, this could be the reason why. So let's dive in and let's look at the holes and flaws of this method. First off, we need to understand that in most cases, push-pull legs is a training split and not a training program. Because when most guys say they do a push-pull leg split, what they mean is they're going into the gym, they pick a bunch of exercises that are either pushing, pulling, or legs on any given day. But that's just a structure. It doesn't actually account for progression week to week, the level of intensity that you're training at, what weight to use, or what the really main focus of the session is. And if you're training without a proper program that's designed with progression in mind, you're going to spin your wheels. Because for max progress, you need a program that's built around progressive overload, meaning getting stronger each week. You also need periodization, where you actually change your sets, reps, and weight strategically across a period of weeks and months. And you need specific goals for that program, not just a split that sort of breaks down your workouts by movement patterns like doing this or pushing, pulling, or legs. Secondly, even if you have a program instead of a split, there's another big problem with push-pull legs, and that's frequency, or how often you actually hit a muscle group across a week. So push-pull legs typically has you training each muscle group once every 7 days. And that's just not enough frequency to maximize growth, especially if you're natural. The guys who see great success with push-pull legs, they're often enhanced or very advanced lifters who can create enough damage to require a full week of training, a full week of recovery in one training session. But for most natural lifters, hitting a muscle group just once per week means you're missing out on more frequent opportunities for growth. Hitting each muscle group 2 or 3 times per week with an upper-lower split or a more customized program like what we do in the Kaizen Tribe allows you to stimulate growth more consistently, leading to faster gains. And third, let's be real. You're probably not lifting enough weight to need 7 days of recovery between hitting a muscle group again. Now, I'm not either. Most natural guys are just not strong enough to create that kind of muscle damage that would justify a full week of rest before training that muscle again. So why would you train like you need that much recovery? If you're lifting heavy weight, but not at an elite level, training your muscles more frequently will get you better results faster. 4, often the quality and intensity goes out the window further into your workout. So think about it. Let's say on a push day, you start with your chest, then you're onto your shoulders, a few more sets there. And by the time you actually get to your triceps, you're wiped out. You're not moving near as much weight as you could if your triceps weren't already so tired and fatigued going into it. So on push-pull legs, the last few exercises of your session are usually the weakest because you're so spent from all the work you've already done. That's not going to optimize muscle growth. It makes more sense to split things up so that you can hit each muscle group with maximum intensity instead of potentially burning out halfway through your workout. And lastly, number 5, push-pull legs limits your ability to bring up weak points. So if you've got weak body parts, and let's face it, we all do, push-pull legs makes it quite hard to focus on them because you're limited in how often you can train each muscle. If you've got lagging arms or a weak chest, you want to train them more frequently, not less. But with push-pull legs, your options are quite limited by the structure of the split. You need a more flexible routine that allows for more frequency and intensity adjustments to bring up those weak areas. So with all that said, imagine this. You now switch up your routine to something that allows you to hit each muscle group 2 or 3 times per week with a focus on progressing weights each week. You're getting proper rest and you strategically increase the intensity and weight that you use across the weeks. Suddenly, you're no longer spinning your wheels doing endless sets of exercises that leave you exhausted but not growing. So instead, you actually start seeing weekly progress. Your chest is fuller, your arms are bigger, and your strength is climbing. Your workouts are shorter, you're more focused, and you're recovering faster because you're not burning out during each session. That's the power of training smarter, not just harder. So if after watching this, you want to stop holding yourself back and scrap the push-pull legs routine and try my free Kaizen Powerbuilding Program 2.0, click the link below. Or if you want to completely fast track your results and get the right support and accountability that you need to guarantee results inside my Kaizen tribe, reach out to me and let's get cracking.